What's up, YouTube? Oh, not much. What's up with you? Oh, not much. Just watching some videos on YouTube. Tonight I'm going to do this video in invisible mode, since that clear drum set there reminds me of Wonder Woman's jet, because you can see her jet, kind of, but she was invisible, so you saw this kind of woman flying through the air, just sitting on nothing. I think that's how that went. Just a little cartoon history for you. I got the rock regalia on. That can only mean one thing. I'm gonna do Running Down a Dream by Tom Petty. No, I'm not. I'm doing one more Guns N' Roses song from their major label debut album, Appetite for Destruction. I'm gonna do track 2, It's So Easy. Track 2 is right after track 1. Track 1 was Welcome to the Jungle. This record came out in 1987, groundbreaking, but it wasn't an overnight success. It took a few months before, I think before their video hit MTV for Welcome to the Jungle. That's when everybody started to take notice of like, whoa, it's a dynamite record, their only dynamite record. Everything about it is cool. It's one of those rare rock records where it makes you feel like a cool rock star just listening to it. So mad props there to GNR. So I have a love-hate relationship with GNR. They were so good when they first came out. So good. And that went to crap. So they did Appetite for Destruction. Before that, they had a fake live album they did called Live Like a Suicide. It wasn't a real live record. It was done in a studio with noise popped in. Sorry to ruin it for you if you believed it was really live and they had this, big concert, but they didn't. They were playing little clubs. So Appetite comes out. Meteoric rise to the top, which is hard to deal with, especially when you're not really well-adjusted people. And they weren't. But it was cool to watch them and know that like anything can happen at any time. So they did that. And then after Appetite, they put out GNR Lies, which was that stupid like acoustic thing. When they had all this rock momentum, let's do an acoustic record. That was like, you really had to search for something cool on it. There wasn't much there. What they should have put on that record was November Rain, because I heard a demo / practice tape version of it where it's just Axl Rose and a piano, and it's really, really, really good. But no, they saved it for their next studio effort, which was Use Your Illusion 1 and 2. 2 records put out simultaneously. Use Your Illusion 1 and 2. And it should have just been 1 record of good songs instead of 2 like okay ones. But they sold a ton of them. And I'm sure a lot of people were like me, like, man, this is kind of overblown and stupid and stale sounding. They did November Rain on that, just this overblown production. It was like watching the Titanic movie. It was just, it's too much. They were no longer a street band, largely in part to Mr. W. Axl Rose. I read Slash's book, really good. Slash wrote a book. He like sat down at his desk and he wrote a book. One of the things that are very telling about the book is early on in the band's career, when they first got signed, either the label or management put them all up in either townhouse or a house or something like that. I think it was a 3-bedroom deal. There's 5 guys in the band, which means 2 guys have to bunk up and 1 guy gets their own room. That 1 guy was Axl Rose. He put a padlock on his door so no one would go in his room. That was very telling. That's when you nip that behavior in the bud. Are you a band guy, team player, or no? So, but nobody wants to confront Axl about anything because he'll just lose his mind. I think that's how he got away with whistling the intro to Patience when they did that on the GNR Lives, this acoustic song called Patience. Here's how I like to imagine it should have gone. Axl's in the booth doing his track, and he starts to whistle over the intro, and I'm playing the producer guy, and I press the talk back. Hey, Axl, yeah, what? Hey, is that whistling you're doing? Yeah, I was gonna whistle the melody over the intro. What? Yeah, what are you, Dick Van Dyke in there? No, there's no whistling in rock. And then Axl, I imagine, would throw us this gigantic tantrum and stomp his feet and stuff, and everybody has to go, no, just let him do whatever he wants. So he's a polarizing character. You know, the putting shows on hours behind their scheduled start time, canceling shows, all this crazy drama. And in the Slash book, Slash was very diplomatic in his explanations of Axl's behavior. Like very diplomatic. Another telling thing was when they were recording Use Your Illusion 1 and 2, you have to use your illusion because they're not good records. Axl was not in the studio for the mixes, and it took him forever to record the record because Axl had to be in the right moment to get in there and sing. You know, meanwhile, they had the studio locked out for months and months and months at a lot of dollars every day. So during the mixes, Axl and Slash and the guys would be in the studio, do a mix, send it up to Axl's house in Malibu. Axl would listen to it and send back his notes. Ugh. So I really love the first record. I don't care for anything after it, like at all. So then after Use Your Illusion 1 and 2, they do a record of covers. These are all probably contractual obligations. They have to put something out. Crappy covers, and then years and years go by before this, what's it called? The Chinese Democracy. But meanwhile, everybody knew what the record was going to be called, but not a note was recorded, not a song was written. Personnel changes everywhere. Just a mess, and it's just crazy they can go away for that many years and come back and still be huge instead of just be like, you know, scarlet lettered into playing clubs and see if you still, you know, do that. I have my own opinions. This is not truth in journalism. You can fact check me. I don't care. This is just my experience with this band that started out so good and got so overblown and, dare I say, crappy sounding. But let's harken back to a kinder and gentler day when they were good and play It's So Easy. Is that all I have to say? Today's July the 30th, 2022. It's my brother Rich's birthday. He lives in Maryland. I think he lives there because they have really cool license plates. You ever seen a Maryland license plate? It's a cool looking license plate. Reason enough. All right, It's So Easy. A lot of attitude here. Very well crafted song, nicely arranged. The whole record is performed great, recorded great, produced great. Everything's great about it. That's a band that has something to prove, and it comes right across. Alexa, play rock song. so easy. GNR, that's the last GNR song I'm doing. We're gonna move on. I've noticed that so far I've been picking songs to do from my formative years. I just noticed that. So tonight's efforts brought to you by Cronenborg. When's the last time you've seen one of those? Just now? Yeah, me too.